In a world filled with stress and endless distractions, maintaining inner peace can feel like an impossible goal. However, Buddhist teachings hold a treasure of wisdom for anyone seeking tranquility amidst life's daily challenges. Buddha's profound lessons inspire us to act as if nothing bothers us, cultivating resilience, serenity, and self-awareness. Today, let's unlock these powerful principles on Mystery Unlocked to understand how Buddhist wisdom can guide us on a journey toward inner peace. Principle 1. Listen twice as much as you speak. Buddhism teaches us that true wisdom often lies in silence and careful listening. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, listening can be a radical act of compassion. Buddha once said, "To understand everything is to forgive everything." This simple but powerful statement suggests that when we truly listen, we open ourselves to understanding others on a deeper level. Listening here doesn't just mean hearing words, it involves tuning into the emotions, thoughts, and experiences of others without interruption or judgment. Imagine entering a conversation where instead of preparing your response, you're fully present, absorbing each word and sentiment. This active engagement allows us to connect in ways that simple speech cannot. Listening is about engaging with life itself, hearing the world around us, the silence between words, and even the unspoken needs of those who may not have a voice. This practice of attentive listening reveals layers of insight that often go unnoticed, enriching our lives and fostering a profound sense of inner peace and understanding. Through listening, we also enrich our own thoughts and responses. Speaking only after careful listening enhances our interactions and builds empathy. Our words then come from a place of wisdom and thoughtfulness, adding depth to our connections with others and creating a bond that transcends words. Principle 2. Do not let others control your life. Buddha's timeless advice to concentrate the mind on the present moment serves as a reminder to walk our own path confidently. Imagine your life as a unique journey through a dense forest filled with diverse trails, each leading in different directions. Along the way, you encounter people pointing in various directions, each with their own ideas of where you should go. While it's natural to consider others' input, only you can decide the path that aligns with your soul and values. In life, people often have opinions about how we should live, which choices we should make, and which dreams we should chase. However, Buddhist wisdom urges us to stay true to ourselves without getting swayed by external judgment. When we concentrate on our personal values and intuition, we maintain control over our lives and our happiness. We become the authors of our journey, and our choices become reflections of our authentic self. Instead of feeling lost, we find strength in our individuality and confidence in following our own path. Principle 3. Be ready to accept the worst. Life is unpredictable, like a river with twists, turns, calm waters, and sudden rapids. The Buddha teaches pain is certain, suffering is optional. This wisdom highlights the distinction between experiencing pain and allowing it to become suffering. We cannot control every circumstance, but we can control how we respond to it. Accepting that life will have its fair share of struggles enables us to face challenges with a resilient heart. Accepting the worst doesn't mean expecting bad things to happen constantly. It's more like carrying a life jacket while sailing. You hope not to need it, but it's there if you do. This mental preparedness serves as our inner armor, protecting us from the emotional toll of adversity. Acceptance isn't about surrendering to defeat, but acknowledging reality as it is. When we do this, we shield ourselves from unnecessary suffering and gain the strength to face challenges with calmness. Instead of resisting life's waves, we become adept at riding them, growing stronger and wiser through each experience. Principle 4. Embrace failure as growth. Buddhist teachings emphasize that every day is a fresh start. Buddha reminds us each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. This belief encourages us to view failure not as a setback, but as an essential part of progress. Failure is merely a stepping stone to growth, shaping our character and resilience. Think of life as a long staircase. Each step represents a day, and as we climb, we might stumble or trip. These stumbles, however, are what ultimately make us stronger climbers. Just like a child learning to walk, each fall teaches balance, endurance, and resilience. Facing failure is not something to be feared. Instead, it's an opportunity to learn, improve, and evolve. Every mistake becomes a guide, illuminating areas where we can grow. When we see failure as a teacher, we embrace it with courage, understanding that it leads us closer to self-discovery and personal success. Principle 5, keep it simple. In our fast-paced world, simplicity has become rare, yet it is a pathway to peace. Buddha taught, the way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart, suggesting that true happiness is found in simplicity, not in outward distractions. Imagine life as a beautiful garden. Not every plant or flower needs your attention. Only some of them truly nourish your spirit. The others may drain your energy, clouding the joy that simplicity offers. When we keep life simple, we strip away unnecessary complexities and focus on what truly matters: our relationships, our well-being, and our core values. Simplicity isn't about giving up ambition, it's about finding balance and clarity in our pursuits. Just as clearing a cluttered room creates space for calm, simplifying life creates room for peace and fulfillment. Simplicity is a gift we give ourselves, inviting contentment and joy in everyday moments, free from the distractions of endless desires. Principle 6, practice humility. Buddha advised, a man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving, and fearless. Humility is a mark of wisdom, not merely through words, but through actions rooted in love and fearlessness. Practicing humility is about embracing modesty, even in the face of personal achievements, recognizing that true wisdom lies in peace and kindness rather than pride. Picture a wise person who doesn't boast but radiates calm and compassion. Such a person touches the lives of others not through grand speeches, but through quiet strength. Humility opens the door to genuine connections, dissolving barriers of ego and pride. In humility, we make room for empathy, creating space to listen, learn, and grow. This approach inspires others, offering a guiding light for those around us and cultivating a sense of harmony within. Principle 7, be aware of the dangers of fortune. The Buddha once shared that health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. This wisdom directs us to look beyond material wealth, which is fleeting, and find joy in the richness of good health, genuine relationships, and inner peace. Material comforts are enjoyable but impermanent. Real wealth lies in contentment. True contentment comes from appreciating life's simple pleasures. A warm meal, a kind smile, a moment of solitude in nature. These moments hold far more depth and satisfaction than material possessions. Buddha's teachings also remind us that relationships built on loyalty and trust bring happiness that endures beyond material gains. Letting go of the desire for more opens us to the true essence of life, where peace and joy flourish. By embracing these timeless Buddhist teachings, we unlock a path to inner tranquility regardless of life's challenges. Each principle offers not only guidance but also practical tools to cultivate serenity, compassion, and wisdom in daily life. Let these teachings inspire you as you embark on a journey towards a more mindful, meaningful existence. Remember, the journey to inner peace is not about perfection, but about embracing each step with openness and courage. May you find strength, joy, and clarity as you apply these lessons from Buddhism.
Buddhism emphasizes that detachment is the key to true inner peace. At first glance, detachment may seem like renouncing all desires, possessions, or even relationships, but this isn't the case. Detachment in Buddhist philosophy is about letting go of the illusion of control over external events and finding freedom in our responses. When we cling to things, ideas, people, outcomes, we often find ourselves ensnared by suffering. Buddha's teachings guide us to release these attachments, allowing us to live more fully in the present and embrace life with a renewed sense of freedom and clarity. Understanding the nature of attachment. Attachment is a natural tendency of the mind. We become attached to loved ones, dreams, and even to the idea of ourselves as a certain type of person. This attachment creates a dependency on external validation and outcomes for our happiness. Buddhism teaches us that these attachments often lead to suffering because everything in life is impermanent. Relationships shift, possessions wear out, and even our own thoughts and beliefs evolve over time. The Buddha encourages us to see the temporary nature of everything around us. Understanding this, we learn to appreciate life in the moment without trying to cling to or control it. Take a flower, for example. When you pick a flower and try to preserve it, it loses its essence over time. However, when you observe it in its natural state, growing and blossoming freely, you experience its beauty without the need to own or possess it. Similarly, by embracing the transient nature of life, we free ourselves from the constant need to hold on to things and instead simply enjoy them in their present state. Developing emotional resilience through detachment. Detachment doesn't mean becoming indifferent or emotionless. Rather, it's a path to emotional resilience. Instead of letting emotions control our actions, we acknowledge them, understand their causes, and respond calmly. In moments of anger or sadness, pause to observe these feelings without reacting impulsively. With practice, we begin to see that emotions are like passing clouds. They come and go, leaving the mind clear and serene. This form of emotional resilience gives us the strength to face life's highs and lows without losing our inner peace. Consider the act of breathing deeply in moments of frustration. Each breath grounds us, reminding us of our place in the present moment. This simple practice fosters detachment as it brings awareness to our inner state and shifts our focus away from external triggers. By cultivating this habit, we strengthen our resilience and find a calm space within, no matter what storms rage outside. Letting go of the need for approval. One of the most challenging forms of attachment is our dependence on others' opinions for validation. From a young age, we are conditioned to seek approval from parents, teachers, friends, and society. While external validation feels gratifying, it is ultimately fleeting. The more we rely on others for a sense of self-worth, the less control we have over our own happiness. In Buddhism, detachment involves shifting our focus inward. Self-worth comes not from external praise, but from an understanding of our own values and beliefs. Instead of chasing approval, we learn to be our own source of validation. This approach fosters confidence as we become less affected by others' judgments. By practicing self-compassion and understanding our true nature, we learn to let go of the need for validation and begin to live authentically, unburdened by the opinions of others. Practicing mindful non-attachment in daily life. Detachment isn't just a concept, it's a practice that we can incorporate into our daily lives. By adopting mindfulness, we can start observing the moments when attachment arises. The first step is awareness. Notice when you feel the urge to control an outcome, seek approval, or resist change. Take a moment to pause and observe these feelings, acknowledging their presence without judgment. One effective way to practice detachment is through mindful breathing exercises. In moments of stress or anxiety, bring your attention to your breath. Inhale deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale slowly, releasing tension with each breath. This simple act centers us, helping us to let go of anxious thoughts and reconnect with the present. Through regular practice, mindfulness becomes a powerful tool to cultivate detachment and peace. In our relationships, practicing detachment can lead to greater harmony. Instead of expecting others to fulfill our needs or align with our views, we begin to accept them as they are. This approach frees both parties from unrealistic expectations and fosters a genuine connection based on mutual respect and understanding. Embracing change and finding freedom. Life is a constant flow of change. The Buddha's teaching of anicca, or impermanence, reminds us that nothing stays the same forever. Accepting this truth liberates us from fear and allows us to embrace life with open arms. Instead of resisting change, we learn to move with it, finding beauty in life's impermanent nature. Each moment becomes a unique experience, free from the burden of attachment. In this way, detachment offers us true freedom. By letting go of the need to control everything around us, we become more adaptable and open to new experiences. We develop a sense of trust in the natural rhythm of life, finding peace in knowing that everything unfolds as it should. In Buddhist teachings, compassion and wisdom are often seen as two wings of a bird, working together to elevate us toward a life of harmony. These virtues not only enrich our own lives, but also transform the way we interact with others, fostering empathy, understanding, and connection. Compassion allows us to connect deeply with others' experiences, while wisdom gives us the clarity to navigate our lives with purpose and insight. The role of compassion in daily interactions. Compassion, or karuna, is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. It extends beyond mere kindness, encompassing a genuine desire to alleviate others' suffering. Compassion is not limited to grand gestures. It's the small acts of care and understanding that create a ripple effect of positivity in our daily lives. When we approach others with compassion, we open the door to genuine connection and break down barriers of misunderstanding and judgment. In moments of conflict, compassion can be the bridge to resolution. By putting ourselves in others' shoes, we see beyond our personal perspective and understand the emotions that drive their actions. Practicing compassion doesn't mean agreeing with everyone or excusing harmful behavior. Rather, it involves acknowledging others' humanity and responding with empathy. Compassion becomes a powerful tool for peace as it nurtures forgiveness and fosters a spirit of unity, cultivating wisdom for lasting peace. Wisdom, or prajna, is the counterpart to compassion in Buddhism. While compassion softens the heart, wisdom sharpens the mind, helping us to discern right from wrong and make choices that align with our highest values. Wisdom in Buddhism is not merely intellectual knowledge, it's a deeper understanding of life's true nature gained through reflection and mindfulness. This insight enables us to navigate life's challenges with calm and clarity. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, are powerful methods for cultivating wisdom. Through meditation, we gain insight into our thoughts, emotions, and actions. As we observe our inner landscape, we become aware of patterns that may lead to suffering, and with this awareness, we can make conscious choices to change them. Wisdom helps us to see beyond immediate desires and impulses, guiding us toward decisions that bring lasting peace. Finding balance between compassion and wisdom. Balancing compassion and wisdom is essential for a harmonious life. Compassion without wisdom can lead to self-sacrifice, where we give too much of ourselves, neglecting our own well-being. On the other hand, wisdom without compassion can make us feel detached and isolated. Together, these qualities create a balanced approach to life, allowing us to help others while staying true to our own needs. In relationships, this balance enables us to support others without losing ourselves. We can offer kindness and understanding while maintaining healthy boundaries. By nurturing both compassion and wisdom, we learn to live with integrity, honoring both our connection to others and our own inner truth. Practicing loving kindness meditation. One of the most effective ways to nurture compassion is through loving kindness meditation. This practice involves sending positive energy to ourselves and others, including friends, family, and even those we may struggle with. Begin by sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. As you breathe, silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live in peace." Gradually extend these wishes to others, envisioning them surrounded by warmth and light. Loving kindness meditation opens our hearts, dissolving feelings of anger or resentment and strengthening our capacity for compassion. Through regular practice, we cultivate a sense of connection with all beings, embracing the world with kindness and understanding. This meditation not only benefits others, but also brings inner peace as we release negative emotions and embrace love. The path to self-compassion. True compassion begins with self-compassion. We often criticize ourselves harshly, holding on to unrealistic expectations and blaming ourselves for mistakes. Self-compassion invites us to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a friend. By acknowledging our own struggles and imperfections with gentleness, we build a foundation of inner peace and resilience. Practicing self-compassion transforms our inner dialogue, replacing self-criticism with understanding and acceptance. It encourages us to let go of past mistakes and focus on personal growth. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we free ourselves from shame and guilt, making space for joy and creativity. Self-compassion doesn't mean ignoring our flaws. It's about embracing our journey with patience and love. Embracing the present moment with gratitude. Gratitude is a profound aspect of both compassion and wisdom. In Buddhism, gratitude is not merely about acknowledging what we have, it's about appreciating the present moment in its entirety. Each breath, each experience holds a unique value, reminding us of life's beauty. By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, finding joy in the present and embracing life with an open heart. Daily gratitude practices, such as keeping a gratitude journal, help to reinforce this mindset. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day and notice how this habit enhances your sense of contentment. Through gratitude, we begin to see the world with new eyes, finding peace in life's simple moments and cultivating a heart full of compassion. The journey continues. Through the wisdom of Buddhism, we discover that compassion, wisdom, and gratitude are not just ideals, but practices that transform our lives. As we continue this journey, let's remember to nurture these qualities within ourselves and in our interactions with others. May these teachings guide us toward a life of harmony, helping us to embrace each moment with love, understanding, and peace. Thank you for joining this exploration on Mystery Unlocked. If you found these teachings insightful, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment, and following us for more content on the path to inner peace and enlightenment. Together, let's continue to unlock the mysteries of life.